All right, by now you know how amazing AI is to use for your Etsy business, for your life, for pretty much anything, but it is still a tool. And with any tool, if you don't use it the right way, you're not going to get the most out of it, right? If I'm using a flathead screwdriver to try and hammer nails, it's not going to go very well for me. So today I'm going to show you 5 ways to use AI for your Etsy business that probably you have not considered and have not seen before. We all know, of course, you can use it for your titles, for your tags, for your description, and even that you can mess up if you're not doing it the right way, if you're not prompting it the right way. And there's ways that you can improve on that. But today I'm talking about original ways that you can use it to substantially grow your business and do things that are going to blow your mind. So let me go through all of these prompts. I'm going to give all this stuff to you today and walk this through with you so you can kind of see what is possible. This is awesome. All right, so diving into the prompts, and we're going to use Codex, which is ChatGPT version. So Codex basically just integrates ChatGPT and work and coding into one. You can use just the regular ChatGPT if you want. Also to note, I'm going to be calling upon the plugin. That's another reason why I want to use ChatGPT and Codex, because they have an Etsy plugin. So if you don't know that you can do this, you can go here to your settings, and you can go to plugins, and then you can basically just search for Etsy. Obviously I already have it installed, and then you just install the Etsy plugin. So basically it's going to connect to Etsy and be able to pull directly from Etsy. This is a workaround because if you use, like, for instance, if I type in an Etsy listing here, URL, or a shop URL, and I tell it to analyze it, it's not going to analyze it, or it's going to have a hard time analyzing, because Etsy and most websites use Cloudflare, which blocks AI scraping. So the workaround before, and if you don't have the plugin, is to go to the Etsy, or I'm sorry, it's ChatGPT Chrome extension, right? And install the Chrome extension. Then you can basically just tell it, hey, use the Chrome extension to look at this website. And you can still do that with websites that are not plugins. Also, if you're using Claude, if you don't have ChatGPT or Codex and you want to use Claude, you can just do the Claude Chrome extension. You can still use these prompts. Just tell it to use the Claude Chrome extension with the URL, so it'll work that way too. But if you have the plugin, it just gets a lot easier. And sometimes it may not use the plugin. You're going to still have to tell it. You gotta guide it, right? It's not perfect. I think a lot of people get frustrated with AI, but it is a tool, and you got to sometimes just tell it things that it should technically know. It's not perfect, but it is. It does do a lot for us, but a lot of it is learning how to use it. All right, so diving into the first prompt. This is awesome. So this is a review to product miner. And I'm going to, just so you know, I'm going to put all of these prompts. Obviously, you can take screenshots of these, but I'm going to put all these prompts inside my Etsy Games community. I have a whole classroom built out for AI automations for Etsy sellers. These are more in depth. You can automate POD, you can automate finding bestsellers, automate Pinterest posts, a lot of different automations here. And then we have Etsy best practices in the Etsy success roadmap. But then I have an entire prompt vault. It's an Etsy seller prompt vault. So all these will be in the prompt vault along with a bunch of other prompts. And it's all broken out by category, product discovery. So you can kind of go through all of these prompts and get ideas for how you can use AI. So I'm going to add these to that prompt vault. There's going to be a link below if you guys want to get access to that. So the first one is the product miner. So what this is going to do is going to analyze all of your reviews and infer the shop's product categories, buyer types, common gifting occasions, price range. And then it's going to identify repeat buyer desires, problems, and unexpected use cases, exact customer language worth reusing, customers or confusion that could be prevented through better photos, product improvements, the 5 strongest opportunities ranked by demand signal. And then for every recommended product idea, include 1-sentence concept, target buyer. So we're getting a lot. There's a lot of gold in our reviews, especially if we have an established shop that we can leverage that probably you've never even thought about leveraging before. So we are going to use this, and we're going to go over to Codex here. And then we are going to do paste Etsy shop or listing URL. So I just got this random shop that I thought was really cool. These guys are killing it. So they do like ceramic dog stuff. And it just goes to show you that Etsy is alive and well. If you're struggling, a lot of people are, but there's still a lot of people doing really good. 4.6 thousand sales in 7 months. I mean, that's fantastic. So they're doing a lot of good things, but they also have a unique product, unique positioning strategy. So that is still important. All right. So we're just going to include this here. I'm just going to paste it at the bottom. It's going to be able to figure this out. And we're going to run through this and kind of see what they say, because this shop is already doing well. They are established. They have a lot of reviews. Obviously, if you don't have a lot of reviews, there's no point in doing this. The other prompts I'm going to go through will help you, if you're kind of earlier along in your journey. But I want to go across the spectrum of different prompts depending on where you're at, in your journey to kind of see. So this is going to take a couple of minutes to analyze this shop and run through it, and then we're going to take a look at this together. All right, here we go. It did its thing. Basically, it read over the shop. Here's kind of the overview. What customers repeatedly want: a recognizable likeness, emotionally appropriate pet loss gift, exact customer language. So here's some long tail keywords that maybe you may be able to integrate. Friction. So here's some fixes maybe you want to consider to make your shop and listings even stronger. But here's the biggest win, right, from this is opportunity, right? How do we turn reviews into opportunity for future listings, future product designs? So this is the strongest part of this. So pet loss, remembrance, gift box. So demand, ease, shop fit. So it gives you a score. Bridal party pet portrait set, pet favorite toy, story dish. That's kind of cool. Color accurate duo, trio best friends dish, personalized pet desk catch-all. All right, so yeah, different ways to utilize what they're already doing, and then kind of breaks it down into more detail. So good stuff, lots of good information there. That is something, a lot of this is, and a lot of what I talk about and teach is finding the breadcrumbs, following the breadcrumbs, so we're not wasting time. So the next one is gift emergency listings. This is very, very intriguing. So what this does is it studies a shop's visible product, style, likely production method, personalization approach, pricing, and buyer audience. Based on that information, creates 12 original gift emergency listing ideas that the shop could realistically sell. Focus on buyers who need thoughtful gift quickly. For example, forgotten birthday, last minute anniversary. So this could come in handy really good, because you're taking a lot of selling on Etsy is like having a unique product, tying in to some emotional element. But this takes advantage of like urgency, right? People people need to make sometimes a fast buyer decision. And if you have that product and you target it with SEO, you're going to be more apt to get those purchases. All right, so here we go. And we're going to pop in that same URL. I don't know how well this is. Again, depending on your shop, it's going to work. These prompts are going to work better or I don't want to say worse or not as good, just depending on the situation, depending on the shop. Some shops are built for this already. All right, so we're going to pop that in there, and we're going to see what it comes up with. But I want to use the same shop just to kind of across the board, just to kind of see some of the differences here. But I think this one is super, super cool to take advantage of the urgency aspect of this. And you can see as it's doing its analyzation, it's pulling in listings because it has that plugin. It's literally pulling in the listings from the shop and doing a full breakdown analysis. So really cool. All right, so here is what it came up with. All right, so just engaged, pet ring dish. All right, that's a pretty cool idea. Belated birthday, peekaboo, pet mug, long distance hug from home mug, team, thank you, pet dish, new parent. And this is interesting because you sell pet stuff, so you're thinking of that angle only, like pet owners, pet gifts. But this is kind of like a new take. So this is just a very interesting kind of tweak and some things to think about. Teacher's pet apple trinket tray, grandparent mug from grandkids, from the dog ring dish for mom, new home pet mug, anniversary dessert plate, pet portrait, pet loss, office mascot farewell mug. So yeah, definitely some different ideas to consider that kind of capitalize on that urgency. And then it gives kind of an Etsy title. It gives description line, tags, and then some image overlay ideas. So really, really cool concepts, I think, that could be really valuable to you. So I love that one. This one is really cool. I think this one's next level as well. I mean, all these are pretty next level. So this one reviews the visible catalog, categories, product formats, price points, personalization options, best-selling signals where available, and reoccurring themes, and determines what the shop already does well. Then it's going to find 20 overlooked product line gaps inside the existing brand, not unrelated niches, and look for missing combinations. So it's like taking what's already working great and like, how can I get it to work even better? What are some missing gaps that I could fill to amplify my sales even more? And I say this all the time, but it's getting more bang for your buck. And it's a lot of growing your business is like, okay, how can I leverage once you get it working, which is one lift, right? Once you get it working, all right, then it's how do I keep it working and how do I grow this thing? So this is going to help you be able to do just that. All right, so we're going to use the same one again in this one, which is awesome. All right, so and let's just see what it comes up with, because this one's going to be next level. I know it. It's just such a good idea. All right, there we go. Off to the races. And I've been using this a lot. Hopefully I don't run out of credits today. I don't know where I'm at as far as credit usage. All right, here we go. This is pretty cool. So it read everything. And then here are 20 brand aligned gaps, missing combination plus product concept. So engaged couple plus wedding plus ring dish plus 2 pets. Covers the search intent, why it fits, effort, and priority. New pet parent, adoption, gotcha day mug and spoon set. Housewarming plus pet owner, key leash catch-all, pet loss. First mother, Father's Day as a pet parent. Wedding anniversary couple with pet keepsake tray. So yeah, and then Christmas. So there's some holiday stuff built in. So all these are really good ideas. The nice thing about this is it has the effort and the priority developed later. So the top ones are top priority, and then it has some ones that, okay, maybe we should just skip these, which is funny. I put it on there. And then it breaks down the 5 ideas to test, right? And these are all based on buying signals based on your product catalog. So it's super accurate, which is cool. And it's a lot more involved than just giving it information. Like, this is analyzing your entire catalog so it knows. So that one's next level. This one is also really cool, really smart. So a lot of success on Etsy comes from reviews, especially early on. It's hard to get sales without reviews because it builds those trust signals. Well, how do you get reviews? Well, a lot of times reviews, there's multiple ways. One is simply reaching out after the item is delivered, providing great customer service, a great product. Another way, and this is super smart, is to think about post-purchase delights. Like, okay, how can you add value after the purchase? Can you give a freebie? Can you give something extra? Can you give a note card? And this is going to do that. Give you some post-purchase delights to provide your customers to blow them away. Because most people are used to getting not so much good customer service now, but that's still a best practice. And, getting the product and being happy, hopefully, with the product, right? Most people are not used to getting blown away after they already have the item or after they get it and then there's extra stuff. This is going to help you blow away your customers and provide extra value. That's super important. So this one, I think, for those reasons, was really, really smart. So again, we're going to do the same thing. Boom. And we are going to do the shop. We're just going to include the whole shop so it knows kind of what we're doing. And mind you, keep in mind, I'm doing a different chat for every single one of these prompts. I'm not using the same chat because over time, if you use the same chat, it's going to diminish your results, the quality of your results, because the AI has to reanalyze everything in that above conversation and then re-spit out content. So it's a law of diminishing returns when it comes to AI. It's a known thing. So use a new chat every time. I know for efficiency, you're like, oh, it has all the information, I'm gonna use the same chat. No, it doesn't work like that. It's kind of counterintuitive. All right, so it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna analyze that and then pop out an output here in a second. All right, here we go. It analyzed it and then it gave you the breakdown of delivery items. So pet dish, care card in the box, why it fits, effort, reuse, which I think the reuse is pretty cool. So you want to come up with something that you can reuse over and over again. That's you're not gonna have to make it every time. It's not gonna cost a lot of money or take a lot of time, right? So low effort reuse, I think, is really, really important to this. Meet your mini portrait card as inserted. So reinforces the hand sculpted custom nature. Pet memory prompt card. QR to private care and styling page. That's kind of cool. A QR thing that they would scan and then just go to a page. That's a good idea. Printable pet milestones mini journal, gift reveal card, tiny what will this hold card. So thank you. Gift card tag. All right, so these are all good ideas. This is something you can consider. Again, I would do the reusability, and this is going to be different for every niche. Obviously, if you have printables or digital downloads, there's a lot of really cool things you can do with that niche. Physical items are a little bit more challenging, and these are good ideas for physical items because of the challenge of that. So fantastic prompt there. Finally, the last one I have for you guys is the seasonal mutation system. So it analyzes a listing's core product, target buyer, visual style, price point, personalization options, search intent, and the likely reason it sells, then create 30 original variations that preserve its core appeal while adapting it for new occasions and new audiences. Again, getting more bang for your buck, being able to leverage seasonality. This will give you a great boost. If you can leverage seasonality, holidays, you can get 10, 20, 30% boost in your shop if you have a good core niche, a good core product. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. Paste that in there. Go back. Get this shop link here and let it do its thing to find us some other opportunities here. And I think all these prompts you could use, and they're all finding fantastic opportunities to put into action for your shop. Stuff that you probably have never thought about, which is why this is next level. All right, so here we go. It analyzed the shop again and then found the seasonal and holiday breakdown. So here's product ideas for seasons and holidays, which is cool. Christmas, Valentine's, Halloween, Mother's. Then life milestones. I thought this is interesting. So it breaks it down because this is, a lot of people think of like seasonal and as like holidays, but seasonal can be event driven, right? It can be life milestones, things like that. So I broke that down, and then recipient specific, then professional and hobby, funny or niche personality, personalized and premium versions. I like the premium version because it's a way to basically have a higher tier, higher priced item, which is important for price anchoring, having those premium items. If you didn't have them, people wouldn't buy them. So if you have them, you're going to get a lower percentage, but it's a smart play. All right, so super awesome stuff. These are some of the more favorite, again, that's not right English. These are some of my most favorite, recent favorite prompts that I've done because of the usability. It's different, right? It's a different way to think about how you can leverage and how you can use AI. And I think that's a big part of this is like just thinking about things differently and not thinking about the basic things that everyone's doing with AI. If you can kind of tweak this a different way, find more opportunities to leverage what you're already doing in better ways, I think that's a win-win. So again, I'm going to put all these prompts inside the Etsy Games community here. There's a link below. Join us. Over 600 members. There's a lot of stuff in here. Positive, motivational, safe place to come hang out, learn, and grow with other like-minded sellers where you're not going to have to sell your house to join. You're not going to have to get a second mortgage. You're not going to have to steal your kid's piggy bank, right? Just a couple bucks to join and get these resources. It's an investment in your business. It's like anything, right? The more you invest in your business now, the more reward you're going to get later on. That's how you have to think about it. So hope to see you guys in there. I will be back soon with some more good stuff. Have an amazing rest of your day.